my name is Brianne.
I'm Haley.
And I'm Liana.
And we're the girls of Light as a Feather.
You are watching Pop Entertainment.
Thank you guys. We're from Pop Entertainment, and thank you for spending time with us.
Of course.
And to talk about the show in the new season.
Thank you.
So, are you guys super duper excited to be here, first of all?
Yeah, so fun.
All of our first times, right?
Yes.
Oh, this is your first time at VidCon?
VidCon.
Okay, very cool. So, is there anybody that you guys are looking forward to seeing? Have you seen anyone?
We
yet?
have an answer.
I have an answer for all of us.
Okay.
David Dobrik.
Oh,
Don't
gosh,
know
did
where
you see
he's
him
at.
yet?
No, I haven't.
We walked by
Is he here?
earlier.
Is he here?
Did you?
I hear he is here. We walked by earlier. We saw one of the booths was FaceTiming him, and there's a huge crowd of girls.
Oh, really?
screaming,
Oh, no,
"Hi,
I want to be
David."
just another girl.
So yeah, so they at least saw him via phone. So I know
really?
that much. Okay, well maybe there's
There's
time.
hope.
I know he has a panel.
But
coming
either
up.
way, we're really happy to be here and supporting our show.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So how excited are you about the next season?
We're so excited.
It's a lot more than the first season, and we thought that the first season was
We
It was a
a lot
lot.
of
yeah.
gore and
But we really
drama.
stepped it up, I think.
also wrapped the show 2 weeks ago.
Oh wow!
Actually,
so
no.
fresh.
So it's like
really
1 week
No,
ago.
not even two. Not even one.
Yeah, we wrapped the show I think a week ago.
A week
ago,
from
yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so it's very fresh.
Oh, that is fresh.
I know.
So
We're still like, it's
exciting.
coming out.
Very much invested. Like, it's crazy how quick it's coming out, but it is because 8 of the episodes are coming out in July and the other 8 in
Right.
October.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
So how was filming of the second season compared to the first? Because in the first, basically, it was so new and no one knew where it was going to go. How different was the second one?
Very.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously we have some familiar characters like us from the first season, but the second season was different because we had new people to play with. It was a much longer process, different locations, and yeah, different storylines. I think before we were all very much entwined in the same storyline, and this one kind of go our separate ways, only to come back and find each other again.
And we branch out with the game,
Yes.
add more victims to it.
It's cool though for us because I think, some of us didn't know each other coming into the first season, and it was really exciting to come back and reunite, and we've all truly become friends on the show, and
I think that chemistry shows.
Yeah,
I mean, how
definitely
can it
does.
not, you know?
yeah.
And it does show. And that can sometimes be difficult because there's different personalities and all. But you
Totally.
guys really make it look like you gel together. So that's nice. And I think that's what makes the cast look like it really works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. So you guys have done a good job with that. Now, you all obviously have incredible writers on the show, but do you ever have any say about what happens?
Teensy bit.
Yeah.
This girl.
Teensy bit.
What
about me?
What happens
Look.
with your character?
Well, not necessarily say for story arcs, but certain lines.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I mean,
there are definitely things that, when we're on set, sometimes we'll be in the middle of a scene and we'll think to ourselves, oh, I feel like maybe adding a little bit of this might work, or this feels right. And our writers are amazing, and they're very collaborative, and our producers are amazing, and so we do have a lot of room to play, which is fun. But honestly, the material that they bring us is so great. It doesn't really need much, or if anything at all. But I did ask. I remember first season, because we honestly, when we didn't get our finale episode until about a week before we shot it, if that. And so sometimes we don't even know. We're like, who's gonna die?
What's happening
We don't know anything. And I remember last season, I asked our showrunner, I was like, Lee, am I gonna die? And he was at his computer and he was like, I can make you die. And I was like, no. That's not what I mean. I need to pay rent. I need to eat.
But that's what's great about the show, though, is no one is too precious to kill off. Which is they make you fall in love with these characters and be so invested in them, and in a second they can be, taken out. So
And we have a lot of
so
fun,
exciting.
close calls with death.
Yes.
that may or may not be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The curse is following us. So.
Okay. Is there any part of your characters that are similar to yourselves, to your actual being?
Oh yeah, I'm very manipulative. Very no.
People in my
Yeah, just throwing curses out there.
I would honestly say I'm more like my twin than I am the character that I usually play.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I feel like Jenny's like a little bit more spontaneous, and
I feel like you're
rougher around the
actually a
edges.
good balance of both.
Yeah, and McKenna's like very sweet and like more composed.
Ken and Jenny, and you're in the middle.
Yeah, you're in the
I'm
middle.
probably right.
So the triplets are
Yeah.
McKenna,
Maybe
Jenny,
there's
and Liana.
Now, can you tell us anything, any kind of little backstory or something that's going to happen when Hulu releases all these on the 26th? It's coming up.
I don't want to
Is
spoil
there
anything.
anything fun you can tell us?
Well, actually, I'm just gonna say
It's in the trailer.
Yeah, I mean, Alex has a budding relationship in this season, and
Which the fans really wanted.
the fans really
They were
wanted.
shipping all of you.
They spoke, and the writers heard, and but that's not the only relationship that is there or gets complicated or comes to fruition. And actually, it's very complicated within all of us and the people that we're connected to. And I think it's very significant of like teenage relationships.
Right.
Yeah,
And old information about the game.
Yes. Yeah. The old information.
Definitely get some clarity.
Okay.
There are a lot of new relationships. There's a lot of
Learning the history of where this curse came from, and yeah, I think it goes in depth.
It's cool to go back to that.
Yeah.
There are breakups. Sometimes some friendships don't make it.
Right.
Yeah.
Humans
Which
don't
is
make
high
it.
school.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. It's high school.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, it can be dark, but you guys seem to also be able to keep it kind of light. So, how do you guys do that?
I think you have to.
You have to.
Right.
I don't know. No one wants to watch something that's all one note, and I think we've done the best that we can to, make it as dimensional and as realistic as possible. Which is like life isn't just one note. It's all over the place.
And if we're crying on set in a scene, like we're gonna want to walk away and laugh with each other right away. So that's really fun.
That's great. That's great. Now, do you have any other people coming into this season that we haven't seen on the trailers? Are there any other new characters?
Not in the trailer. I know. Who's in that? Anyone that you haven't seen in the trailer, and I think without giving away too much, that goes back to what we learn about the history of the game.
There's also we have a really great cliffhanger in season 1. Some people disappear, and you're gonna find out where they went.
All right, cool. Now, do you see that it's different doing a show for, say, Hulu, where they release everything at once, rather than doing like a regular sitcom? How is that different when you have to rush everything in at once instead of doing it weekly?
It's actually pretty gratifying, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, again, we wrapped the show a week ago, and it's so cool that within that week of wrapping the show, our trailer's out, and we're promoting the show, and the friends that like watch the first season get to get some clarity on what happens to our characters in literally a week and a half.
And that too, I think with Hulu being so accessible and all of the episodes coming out at once, we were saying that this is something that the most people in our lives have watched and enjoy.
You can watch it whenever.
Yeah.
You don't have to DVR it.
You can watch them all in a row or take a break, so that's
It's
fun.
fun for us because we've had such an amazing time filming the show, and now we get to experience
Like almost
it
immediately see it.
with everyone else. Yeah, it's fun.
That's fun. Now, since it started out as a Wattpad story, if you were the writer of the Wattpad story, what would you like to see happen with your
If we were Zoe,
I feel like we'd have to give away our season 2 storyline.
I know.
I would like to see Alex figure out who she is and find validation within herself, not other people.
Yeah. I would.
Violet to be happy.
You know what? Same.
I want Violet to be happy.
Same. I want Violet deserves a trip to Disney World.
Yes. Yes.
We all do.
Honestly,
all our characters.
I feel like obviously the show has a lot of supernatural elements, but the show really is grounded by real teenage problems and things, and I think our writers, having been inspired by Wattpad, have done an amazing job at putting elements of real human situations in there, but we have the most fun filming moments like that. And so I think for us, we just want our characters to be grounded in real human moments, and that's what we have fun doing. So yeah.
Now, it puts the viewers on edge because it does have the supernatural and makes you anxious and nervous. Does it do it to you guys, even after you've read that, when you're portraying this?
I think prosthetics make us all anxious.
I have a
the
story.
jumpiest person you will ever meet.
I have a story.
I get scared constantly.
We had to do a scene. We had this director. She's so amazing. Her name is Amanda Rowe, and we were doing her block, and she really wanted a specific moment where you watch a cockroach crawl across the table, and then you pan up to us doing the middle of the scene. But we had to have real cockroaches in the scene, and they were giant, this big.
They were Madagascar.
So yes, we do actually have to deal with real scary
Right.
in the show, and we would be in the middle of doing. We had to literally fight against our own instincts to run away from these cockroaches because we had
I'm
to be
not
in the
gonna
middle of the
lie,
scene.
I wasn't very good at I actually would just jump.
She hated the
Oh, I
cockroaches.
messed up every take, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So I kept a couple of the fake ones.
Yeah, she threw them in my bag.
Yeah, you did.
3 to be exact.
Maybe I still have some.
So, do you guys have anything else coming out either together or individually in your careers that you want to tell our fans about, our readers?
She has an indie film, and a beautiful, amazing indie film, To the Stars. That's coming out. Just went to a film festival in Prague. I'm her publicist.
There you go.
And she's incredible in it. It's black and white. It's a beautiful story.
We're gonna see it next.
We're gonna see it on this one. Yes,
Nice.
Very different from the
very exciting.
Uh-huh. Now, do you guys watch other shows like yours? Scary movies.
I love
You
Pretty
love
Little
Little
Liars.
Liars. Yeah.
The best.
I'm
That's
more
why
like
I signed on to the show, is because it reminded me of Pretty Little Liars.
And we worked with some of the directors that have worked on Pretty Little Liars.
True. I like murder mysteries and stuff, so that's kind of
I do
similar.
too. I like the thriller genre. I always have.
Right.
I like to cry.
So you like them all, huh? Uh-huh. Okay, well, is there anything else you want to tell us about this season before we wrap up?
I'm scared I'm just gonna give anything away. So
Just watch.
It's honestly
You won't regret watching it.
our writers did a really good job at listening to what the fans want this season, and they applied that to the show, and I really think that our audience will be very satisfied. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us. We can't wait to share the information with our readers and our viewers.
Thank you.
We're super excited about that.